Hello, hi, welcome to my channel Knitting Latvian. My name is Ingrid and I knit in my spare time. So this is the podcast where I'm going to tell you everything that I have done in December this far. Mostly those are gifts. Let me know what kind of gifts you have made also. That would be interesting to know. In Riga, where I live, unfortunately, the snow has almost melted completely, but we are hoping for a Christmas miracle to have a white Christmas, because I think it's the only time of the year that we really need snow. Other times it's okay. Today I'm wearing a sweater. This dark sage green sweater. It's a pattern by Petite Knit, Monday sweater, in size small. I held together Drops floor and Drops kid silk mohair. This was made around summer or even springtime this year. So let us start with the completed gifts and works for myself. First thing I made was this pink balaclava in brioche stitch, or it looks the same on the inside. The stitch the yarn is from a cone, and if I remember correctly, it's kind of mohair mix, maybe some alpaca, and I held two strands together for this. The pattern, I experimented with this one. I looked up something similar, but this time I tried something for myself. I started with the top of the hat, on the top of the balaclava, made this rectangular shape, and picked up along the sides of it and continued down the head part and made some increases for the neck and made the ribbing and bind off. And after that I picked up along the sides of the face and made it in a ribbing and double folded the edge. I used 3mm needles for this. Yeah, I can show you how it looks on. Yeah, I look like a little kid or a Teletubby. Yeah, but it's super warm, soft. Yeah. Okay, next thing I finished was a whip at the last video, but here I finished the Leon sweater chunky by Petite Knit. Some of the details I already told you on the last podcast, that every rows that were like on the body with increases are with 3 stitches wide. Not only the shoulder part, but also the neck, along the neck you have 3 stitches, and also at the armpit area, where's this raglan part, there are 3 stitches wide. And also I didn't make this turtleneck. I made it folded like the regular Layan sweater pattern asks. Yeah, I used 4.5 millimeter needles as the pattern suggested, and used Drops Nepal yarn in white and charcoal gray, almost black. Yeah, that's finished at last. Next up are some of my presents. I hopefully can hold them together. These are decorations for the Christmas tree. Latvians maybe are known for their national sport, as we laugh, is mushroom picking, and summer it is in its end, and early spring, early autumn. I like to pick mushrooms, and actually I don't eat mushrooms. I don't like the taste of them, of any kind. So I only enjoy the picking part, but the rest of my family are pickers and also eaters. So okay, not all of these mushrooms are edible. Yeah, don't try to eat this kind of but others, both of the others are edible. In Latvian, this is a baravika, is the queen of the mushrooms, and this is gailene. Yeah. I used fingering weight scraps what I had left, and made them with the 2 millimeter needles. I did look up patterns for the setup, how when I understood how to make the increases, yeah, how to cast it on and make increases and decreases, and how to make the cap part. Then after that I experimented and continued on the stem and on the head, as I thought. I experimented along the way. For example, for this gailene, yeah, you have to have these curly ends and curly skirts. And these will be for my parents. I think, yeah, to hang up in the Christmas tree. Okay, the next thing that I have finished is not with me anymore, because no, I have gifted it already. One of my co-workers asked me if I can make a skiing mask or a skiing hat that has only opening at the eye area here, but it can be folded down to open your mouth, yeah, or even if you can fold it and wear it like a hat. For that I used Drops Andes in beige color and knitted up with the 6 millimeter needles. Yeah, we were, yeah, she chose a picture from Instagram, and I made something similar to my liking. Another finished thing is that I have already gifted is a part of an Advent knit along that one of Latvian knitters, Laukums, made. Yeah, thank you for that. First thing we had to make were mittens with a cable on the top of it. Yeah, we used 4.5mm needles and yarn drops Nepal. I used a white color and combined it with a strand of fluffy yarn, synthetic mix. Yeah, and those I gave to my friend. Yeah, she was very happy to receive them. They will warm your hands all winter long. And continuing the Advent knitting, the second task we had was making a stocking, Christmas stocking. This was the first time I ever made one, but because me and my husband we made each other a Christmas calendar. We made each other so we could he could put my Christmas calendar snack inside of this. So yeah. The second task, for this I used leftovers from Alize Lana Gold and this burgundy color and Bordeaux color, and I used 5.5mm needles. Yeah, I made gauge and needle modifications because I wanted to use that yarn up. Maybe I could have made longer this part, but for a little gifts it's okay. Yeah, you don't have to dig far for it. Yeah, this is the second task, and we have made the third task already. Also, only the fourth one is left, and yeah, for the third, we made the Christmas ornaments like this. Yeah, very. I like them. Little Christmas trees with the bubbles there. And for this we used I used 3mm needles, scraps. This was Latvian yarn, limba jutine. Here I used drops alpaca in brown color, and for these bubbles, they're variegated yarn. Yeah, I used opal yarn that I have left over from sock knitting. They're like pink, yellow, green, and purple. These will also be gifts. Yeah, I have to pack them. So so thank you, Veronica, for making this knit along. It's very fun. Is a set for myself this time. It's a this one is also self-drafted. It's a hoodie. It's a hood for winter. It's a worked bottom up. I have this ribbing part. It folds unfortunately up, but okay. Ribbing. Then I worked in stockinette made decreases here and increases for the head. Worked up it until I made decreases here, and I sewed with the Kitchener stitch it together, so it's almost unnoticeable on it. And then I picked up along the edge here and double folded it, and I made a rope with the I-cord technique, and pull it along the inside of here, and it works if you want to tighten it. Yeah, here I used what was it, drop spooner, held together with 2 strands of alpaca yarn that I had, yes, my father had gifted me. Yeah, so it's so the come out is warm and fluffy, and I'll show you how it looks on me. Yeah, like that. I like it that I don't have to wear a scarf with this. Yeah, you have only one thing to put on your head, and not worry how to wrap up the scarf if it looks okay. I have always trouble having with the scarf. Yeah, it has this funny kind of tip, but what can you do? Maybe next time I will think more how to make it unnoticeable even more, but it's fine. And in the set for them I made mittens with the braid on the top. They have an anatomical thumb, and they're double folded. They're they double lined. They're lined with the okay. That's the inside. Yeah, it looks like together like that. And the last thing I have finished this month, it's a self-drafted sweater with dropped shoulders, and for this I had made a time-lapse how I knitted it, like stitch by stitch, and that video you can see on my channel. That is the last thing I have finished. Now I'll share some whips with you. It's a present for my husband on Christmas. I'm making him a sweater. This is worked up with an local Latvian wool, limba žutine, in a 3-ply wool, and Bordeaux color, and it's Latvian flag red. For the body I'm working with the 4mm needles, and in this broken rib, 2 by 2 broken rib. On the cuffs and the neck I'm using 3.5mm needles and 2 by 2 rib, simple 2 by 2 rib. Yeah, I have made the body part. Yeah, and I'm casting off in a regular cast off method. Yeah, the first arm is like only half done. I want to see how it looks finished, and how it looks on my husband when he wears it. So if you want to see it, tag along. Yeah, I think I will share it on January. Finished objects, hopefully. And another thing that I'm working on is a sweater for myself. Yeah, here it is. I have finished a body and one arm. And I chose to use a circular yoke pattern. So maybe on the arm it's picking up. Yeah, maybe you can see it has a like silvery thread throughout spark and some glitters. Yeah, but only on the yoke part. The rest of the body and the arms, it doesn't have that. The yarn I'm using is drop sale in the color 33, and for the sparkly part I'm using Lanagato yarn with the for this whip I was inspired by YouTuber aka Nora, when she shared her inspirations of this kind of trend that that on the Christmas or the New Year's you have something sparkly, and because I don't actually like to wear anything sparkly like with glitters and but I liked it muted, so I chose to combine fluffy with the sparkly, so the sparkle is almost unnoticeable, only if the light hits it how it should. And the last whip I'm working on this month is a sweater dress for myself. I had made the yoke part and started to work on the body, and not that far actually. Yeah, this is going to be a sweater dress, very oversized. I think it's gonna be like almost 40 centimeters of positive is, or 30 to 40, and it's gonna be, I think, at least a midi length, right past my knees or even more. I'm thinking how to make the neck part. At the start I thought I will make a turtleneck, but as I knitted up the neck opening, I think it's very large, so maybe it's gonna be better if I make it double folded and not that high. Yeah, and like the neck opening will shrink up a little bit. And the yarn I'm using is this huge ball of yarn. It's the first ball, and the back of on the back there you can see the other ball. The contents of this is contents of it. It's 75% acrylic, 20% wool, and 5% viscose. I think the viscose part is those tweedy speckles. The yarn is called like that. Now it has 400 grams and there are 800 meters in this. I'm working with the 4mm needles. Yeah, I have still a lot to do, but I like how the yarn works up, how it feels. Yeah, it has a lot of synthetic content, but it doesn't feel so plasticky. Actually, it feels pretty soft, and as a dress, yeah, it will be very simple to take care of. You can throw it in wash and it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I like it how and it is the back, and it looks like somebody was eating gingerbread cookies and crumbled all over the place, or on the snow, or yeah. Sorry about my voice. Yesterday we had a party and there was karaoke. Yeah, I sang too much, I think. That is it for my whips and finished objects. Yeah, maybe I will share some acquisitions that I have. This one ball of this Riga sock yarn. It is called Holidays Color. It's 4-ply wool, and it has 100 grams per 420 meters. And it reminds like more of a watercolor effect, or like not like with stripes. Yeah, that was first purchase, and with it I saw this sock yarn. It's a 100% merino, but it's super wash. It's called Merino Blend DK from King Cole. It has these tweed, rainbow tweed bits inside of the gray color. Yeah, I have two of these. The shade is 3803, and it has 104 meters for 50 grams. And the last acquisition is an alpaca boucle yarn from Drops. This purchase of this yarn yeah, is also inspired by the AKA Nora. Thank you for inspiring. And the boucle is going to be worked up as a jacket. Yeah, I decided that I want to make one too, and to work with the boucle, and yeah, we'll see how it works out. Yeah. Okay, and that is it, what I wanted to share with you. Wish you also to finish your gifts at some time. Yeah, don't be stressed about it that much. Have a peaceful rest of the end of the year, and we'll see you on the 2024. Have a nice evening. Bye. Okay, appliances are making interesting sounds. Okay, thank you.